And you're saying to yourself, self? Something's different. That's right, I went out and got myself a toupee. Just in case you're wondering. So, as usual, welcome back to the Smoky Room, a room that people may think is racist and politically incorrect. Although in reality, it really isn't. It's only those pinheads that think it is. So, as for today, we're all wondering what the hell is going on. What we are seeing is that the globalists are going full bore to their final mission, which is a world government controlled by who the hell knows. Hopefully, it ain't this nitwit that's in the. I was gonna say the nut house. It's the white nut house, is what it is. What a bozo. But anyway, yeah, we could see what's going on at the border is a travesty. Everyone knows you can't have a country without borders. Just ask England, ask Italy, Germany, any other uh, countries that are part of or were part of the EU, or otherwise known as the EU. So, yeah, European Union. Not working out too well for them. But we here in the United States, the sleeping dead, people that have forgotten how to use critical thinking, and basically have forgotten how to think at all. We are living in a country where our culture is being removed systematically. Our history is being removed systematically. Example is statues that are being removed. You know, whether you like them or not, they're being removed. They were put there. They were there for a very long time. They were put there legally, and a lot of them have been toppled over illegally. And it seemed like the only person that had the couillons to say anything or do anything about it was that president, the most hated man in human history, Donald Trump, had the stones to actually consider that to be a crime, the destruction of public property. All those that side with Antifa and Blim, or otherwise known as BLM, they don't see anything wrong with that, and they don't think there should be any sort of penalty paid for the destruction of public property, you see. And on top of that, the Camel Harris over there, good old peanut butter legs, she is one of them that, as they were toppling over statues and burning down cities, this is the rocket scientist that wants to defund police. Figure that one out. Well, it's not hard to figure out, actually, when you think about it, because the whole idea is to make things so hard for people to live that they will do anything they're asked to do just to make their life better. This is known as the Hegelian dialectic. Okay, let's create a problem, and the people that are creating the problem are the same people that are going to come up with a solution for the problem. You see, this was tried in Germany, in World War II. Okay, for those of you that may have not heard about that, there was an incident in human history known as the Holocaust. All of you that know what that was, let's raise our hands. Yes, okay, we remember that. Well, you see, he did the same thing. He, meaning Adolf Hitler. Anybody remember? Anybody? Anybody? See, show. Yes, you. Okay. Adolf Hitler created a problem. Well, actually, the problem was already created after World War One. World War One. Anybody? Anybody know what? Yes, very good. Thank you. He knew what World War One was, and when, and where, and how. Um, the atmosphere was created for the Holocaust to take effect after World War One. A guy came along named Adolf Hitler in Germany, became chancellor, and said all of this mess and all of this unemployment and all of this inflation is due to the Jew. So he created that problem. You see, he gave that problem to the public and said, here it is. These are the folks that are making you unhappy. Because when you walk out on the street, Jewish people go, and you become unhappy, you see. So something's got to be done about that. Hence the solution. He creates the problem and he gives you the solution. Except in his sick frickin' mind, it was the final solution, meaning that we are going to dispose of 6 million human beings. A lot of people forget that happened. It's one of the most important things in history to remember, I think. It shows you just how far the human mind can go. And now we have something similar happening. And in a way, I just me, I don't know if I'm alone or not, but I kind of think this is even more dangerous than what previously occurred in the 1940s. So, excuse me, itch. What's happening here is on a worldwide scale. And it is known as the virus. And, this virus has a survival rate. Now, although they are saying that you need to get ration so you don't get the virus, you see. But we do not really know what the effects are going to be 5 years down the road. So, a lot of us are deciding that we are not going to have something put into our bodies that we aren't sure about. And it's causing major issues all over the world, actually. And in families, you're going to find yourself not being allowed to go to certain events. Because you haven't had this stuff put into your body via injection. Call it whatever you want, you know. I'm calling it the pinhead virus. So, yeah, so I'm very concerned about that. And the reason being is that there's a passport on its way, or some places may call it papers. Let's see the papers, please. Only got a pipe, man. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. There are similarities. You see, when Adolf Hitler wanted to identify who he considered to be the bad people, he had them sew a yellow Star of David on their clothing or wear an armband showing the Star of David. So that way they were identified to be so freaking sick, to be disposed of. Later on down the road. In places like Auschwitz, Dachau, Treblinka. Now, instead of the star, we are going to be asked to have, some sort of document showing that you have gotten this certain thing put into your body. Okay? The question I have, which makes me insane, is that the thing they're putting in your body is supposed to help you to not get the thing that they don't want you to get. So if a lot of people have this thing in their body and you're the only one in the room that hasn't got it, why are they worried? I'm just throwing that out there. So that's the question I have. And there you have it. That's the end of the show. See ya. No, just kidding. Yeah. That's one of the things that's going on. And then the other thing with the border, who the hell knows? It's planned, okay? They got to cause chaos in the nation. They got to get rid of our borders. They want to get rid of our culture. They want to tell you what to think, when to think it, what to say, what you cannot say, where you can go, what you can read, what you can't read, what you can put up on YouTube, what you can't put up on YouTube, what you can say on Facebook, what you can't say on Facebook. Oh, yeah, and there was a time in American history that if you wore a red baseball cap, my God, that meant you were a racist, and people lost their lives. Keep that in mind. People lost their lives because we decided to put a hat on that happened to be the color red, and it said, "Make America Great Again." Now, if there were any words that would cause somebody to want to kill somebody, those were the words, baby. Or were they? people really died because they woke up one morning and decided to put one of those hats on. But you see, we are the racists. We are the bad guys. You know why I got that there? Just to piss people off. Just to piss you off if you don't like it. I mean, I only get about 3 people watching these videos anyway, so it doesn't matter if 2 of want to leave. I really could care less. I do this for myself because I'm bored and I'm retired. So, well, not really. I'll be retired in a few weeks. Pretty much. Anyway. So, and also, I mean, in reality, I'm a history nut. I read a lot of Civil War history, all kinds of stuff. And, you know, I'm getting tired actually of explaining why that is on my wall. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch this. You don't have to like me. I don't care. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. That's for damn sure. But yeah, that's where we're at. And now, because Americans have been dumbed down uh, to the level of being willing to vote for whatever it is we have in the White House, we deserve what we get. Don't you think? I do. I do. You see, in order for this form of government to work, as good old Benjamin Franklin put it, we have to be active in it because it is a government of the people, by the people. Right now, what we have is a government over the people. Forget the by and for. It's just they're governing you. They're telling you where you can go, what you can read, what you can think, what you should see, what you should feel, what you can wear. You know. Really. And the way the news media is portraying the average American Caucasian male is a travesty. It really, truly is. These people not only should be ashamed of themselves, they should also go have sex with themselves, to put it bluntly. In a part of their body that would be hard, very difficult to get to. So, yeah, that's what they should do. And it's making the whole thing worse. I mean, it really is, I mean, I remember times in my life, I'm a baby boomer, and it wasn't all peaches and cream growing up in South Philly. There were some rough days, very, very rough days. And even then, I don't think the racial situation was as bad as it is today. If Martin Luther King were alive to see what he died for, I don't. Would he even recognize What's going on? Would he like? What the hell is going on? You know, he dreamed of a day when white children and black children would be able to play together. This is what he talked about. He believed that you should judge a human by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. The content of their character, not the color of their skin. Martin Luther King. Now, if you don't believe me, look it up. All right? This is a guy who was assassinated April. Oh boy. April 14th, 1968. I might have the date wrong, but I know it was April and I know it was 1968. Uh, and now Black Lives Matter, you know. Let's gang up on Whitey. White men are bad. White men are evil, you know. Systemic racism, even though we had a half black president. It makes no sense. I mean, it just absolutely makes that much sense. And we deserve what we get. Because we have been asleep. We have been watching too much television rather than doing things that really matter, such as opening up a book and finding out truths for ourselves using critical thinking. Asking the question why. That's all. WHY. Why? You know, that was one of the most important things you could do when I was in culinary school, was to ask why. If I'm adding butter to that sauce, why am I going to add butter to that sauce? Is it going to be is it going to work as a thickening agent? Is it going to just add flavor? Is it going to give the sauce a sheen? Why am I adding that to the sauce instead of something else, like maybe cornstarch? And I'm sure you're finding this fascinating. But yeah, we forgot how to ask the question why. Why are thousands upon thousands of people allowed into this country that probably have the COVID virus? And, you know, we're still being asked to wear masks when we go shopping. But this crap is like, you know, it's okay. No big deal. Don't worry about it. They're coming to a theater near you soon. And I'm sure that will be lovely. Yeah. So that's, there we have it. And then the next point will be that Mr. Booty Giggity 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 is going to be coming after your guns here soon. Mr. Uh, Buddha Buddha Gig Buddha Jidge. You know, the gay fella, I think he is. He's got a husband at home. He has a husband at home. I'm not homophobic, but I'm just saying there's something wrong with that. Call me on, you know. Just don't call me late for dinner. Be nice if I get somebody to cook for me once in a while. You know, I'm tired of cooking for other people, really. I really am. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. I want to cook for myself, I guess. I'm happiest when I do that. You know. So, I don't know what the hell we're going to do, really. HR 1, if and when, I mean, you know it's going to get passed, right? That's a given. It's going to get passed. And when that happens, is pretty much our goose be cooked through and through, because our voting, whoever you vote for, if you want to call it that, will never matter again, because it'll be fixed from now until the end of time. The Democrats are going to have their way with that. Paper ballots from now on, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go again. Why? Because if you were to look at this last presidential election, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, smoothest going presidential election without any glitches you ever seen in your life, and 1 being the worst possible presidential election you ever seen in your life, what would it be? Ding! Yes, number 1. But they're acting as if it's 10, because they're going to make paper ballots the rule. Why? Right? The question why again. Here we go. Why? These are educated people. Lawyers, doctors, people that got degrees coming out there, you know what. I mean, and we're supposed to believe that they got it together. And here we go with this in the background now, for God's sakes. But anyway, so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to sign off, because this will probably turn into a disaster here soon. And maybe we'll do another one of these this evening. Really, this is more or less a practice. Who knows, it might wind up on the air. We'll see. Alrighty, folks. Have a good one.